Well, family, seems like some of my predictions came true with a little bit of twist along the way that I wasn't expecting. Yeah, everybody's getting it in on this episode. Cousin Curtis with the twin hammers. Questions need to be answered. And yeah, Aunt Nene getting it in. Let's get into the family business New Orleans. Yeah. So the name of episode 4 is Truth, Lies, and Secret Ties. And it reads, Big Shirley meets a man from a past she thought she had all but erased. The Duncans and LeBlancs are headed for a showdown, and Skunk reveals the truth to John about his brother Pierre. So with Skunk ratting on the Duncans, now it's time to get some answers. Jean LeBlanc is serious about getting answers for the death of his brother Pierre. But still, there's some unfinished business going on with Maria, and she is looking to see where he is, what he has left. Downstairs, we got Saint, his right-hand man, ready to go. And yeah, the troops are ready. The troops are ready to ride out. He has his strap ready. Like, yeah, your boy Saint is definitely on point, being the right-hand man of Jean LeBlanc. Everybody else is outside waiting to go. They ready to ride. Whatever's going to go down is going to go down. We got to get some answers. Before Jean leaves, he sends a prayer up to Pierre, saying that he wasn't a good brother, but he's going to make up for it. Here we go. Skunk is in the car, right in the middle, and they keep the squeeze on this guy right here because they're going to get down to the bottom of it, and they're going to pay a visit to the Midnight Blues and find out. Yeah, Skunk is nervous. Meanwhile, back at a hotel, we got Larry and Nene, boy. Look like they spent the night finally. And yeah, she wants him to come back to the Midnight Blues, but he's like, nah, I don't want her to know. You know, the way she feel about LC is the same way she feel about me. She's like, I don't know. She just loves different. You know, I don't think she like the violence or the drugs. And he's like, how is that? Like, we got the Midnight Blues back for her, using all of that. So how is that? She's like, well, it is what it is as long as you're here. And he's like, yeah, I just want you to know where I'm at. So when we see each other again, you know where I'm going to be. All right. She definitely misses him. Meanwhile, we got Curtis in the kitchen cooking it up, and your boy Marquise, he's loving it. He can't even wait to sit down to eat, saying that Mama, Big Shirley, can't really cook. All she can cook is gumbo. She's walking in like, what? It's like, nothing, Ma, your gumbo's good. Meanwhile, Monique, seeing Curtis's guns, is talking about, yeah, I'm going to take you upstairs and do whatever. We're going to find out how you could really cook, right? And Big Shirley's warning her, you know, hey, you better watch out because Nene ain't going to play that. And who walks in? Yeah, Nene with the wig cocked to the side, boy. You know what I'm saying? With the walk of shame walking in. Of course, cousin Curtis, he don't like that for his mama to be walking in. He don't know who she was with. He still doesn't know that Larry is there, you know. And yeah, she's like, don't talk to me like that, boy, because he's really like, yo, what you doing coming up in here? And she's like, you don't want to get slapped. You know, mama going to break it down, cousin Curtis. Like, yo, she grown now. She going to do whatever she want to do. You know what I mean? Laura wants to chime in and says, well, I agree with mama, you know, right, wrong, or indifferent, whatever. And of course, cousin Curtis like, yeah, wrong. Wrong. That's our mama. We don't want our mama to be sleeping around like that. So while Monique and Big Shirley is out handling business, yeah, they're getting a little laugh on, a little chuckle on, you know, about the whole thing. And they like, yeah, you know, Nene look like she got a little something. But you better watch out. You better watch out because she will get on you if you're trying to get on to Curtis. So they going back to Midnight Blues, and they, after handling some business, now it's time to see what's going on, right? So as they go back to Midnight Blues, they see a gentleman outside with a limo and some fancy suit on. And they're like, who is that? Who could that possibly be? You know, and we don't know who it is. So he rolls up on Big Shirley. Monique goes in the house. He's like, how you doing? You know, do you remember me? You know, he's talking to her like he knows her, right? Like she's supposed to know him. She's like, no, I don't know you. I'm sorry. I don't remember seeing you ever, right? So he's like, yeah, you know, I have a proposition for you. She's like, listen, my time is money and money is time. Like, I'm a busy woman. Do you have a business card? He's like, listen, I have a proposition for you. And what won't sway you with my words my checkbook will sway you, right? So she's looking at him like, okay, all right, big time. Yeah, let's see what you're talking about, right? There's something weird about this guy, man. Even they play the eerie music when he's looking at Big Shirley walk away. Meanwhile, Floyd was at the house with Ernestine. He left, and she wakes up. Come to find out, Floyd left the chicken foot, man. Oh, Ernestine is going on. She grabs the chicken foot. She goes outside screaming his name, Floyd, Floyd. Like she's screaming his name like it's a horror film, boy. Because he's saying that chicken foot is going to protect him. But if he doesn't have it on, Floyd is in major, major danger. All right. So Ernestine got to find him and get that chicken foot to him ASAP. Meanwhile, back in the Midnight Blues office, we have Gabriel, that's his name, and Gabriel is trying to make a proposition. But before he gets started, Big Shirley goes into the history of Midnight Blues. It's been in the family for 100 years. It's the legacy. And come to find out, Gabriel ain't there for that at all. In fact, Gabriel kind of tells Big Shirley that, yeah, back in the days, yeah, she gave him a little something, something when she worked at Sam's, right? At the brothel, and yeah, kind of find out Big Shirley was Gabriel's first, right? He was a virgin until he met up with Big Shirley. She pulls out the gauge. She pulls out the shotty. She's like, state your business. What do you want? What he wants is that his birthday is coming up, and Gabriel wants to be with Big Shirley one more time because he can't forget the first time. He will never forget her, right? Because he's been with a lot of guys, so she don't remember him. But he definitely remembers how she threw it down on your boy. Man, this is the biggest twist that I was not expecting. Gabriel wants to pay her $100,000 to sleep with him and have his way with her for his birthday coming up in a couple of days. She's like, I don't do that anymore. I run a business now. That's not the type of business I'm into. And she's pulling out the strap, telling him he needs to leave. And here comes Monique like, yo, listen, we got company. Jean LeBlanc is here. And, is there a problem? She's like, nah, this gentleman's about to leave, right? And yeah, it looks like Gabriel's on some like, listen, this is not over. I'm not finished with this conversation. My birthday's still in a couple of days, so that proposition is still on the table. She is looking so like embarrassed and cringe right now. Like he definitely cringed her out. Well, Monique wants to know what's going on. She's like, listen, we'll find out later. What's going on with Jean LeBlanc? He's like, yeah, he's here. So Jean LeBlanc is rolling up to the Midnight Blues to get his questions answered, rolling up, but he wants Skunk to come in too, right? To verify all of these claims. He's like, nah. I don't want to go in there. You know what I'm saying? The best snitch is a hidden snitch. Like, oh, God. Scott Skunk, you scared because you already know. Big Shirley find out and you are dead on sight. So they roll up. Saint rolls up on security. He pushes him out the way. Security's like, hey, Monique, we got a problem, right? So they rolling up in the spot. Meanwhile, Kendall and Prince is outside waiting, keeping an eye on Skunk. And he sees Lauren in the distance. He's like, y'all be right back, right? So he's running over to Lauren. Meanwhile, Lauren was on the phone talking about him. She's like, oh, speak of the devil. Boom, he popped up. She's like, let me get off the phone. She's like, hey, how you doing, Cinderella? What's going on? I was looking for you. She's like, yeah, I still want that dance, I was waiting all night. He's like, oh, my bad. My brother was bugging out in the whole nine. So, he's throwing this, trying to throw his Mac on again. And she absolutely is digging Prince for real. Like, she definitely feeling him. And he's like, listen, I got a place, we can go get some good food and all of this and that, And she's like, yeah, we going to go, but I'm going to meet you there. He's like, wow, you got a boyfriend? I'll take him out. She's like, look, if I need to take him out, I'll take him out myself. Like, he has no idea who Lauren is and how Lauren gets down. Like I said, I like this Lauren. She is spreading her wings. So, she's like, hey, put your number in my phone and text me. He's like, well, I don't text, but I definitely will call you. And yes, this Romeo and Juliet saga is beginning right now with Prince and Lauren. Is this going to be big trouble? Is this going to be a good thing or a bad thing? I think it's going to be big trouble. So, yeah, they still going to get it on. Listen, you love who you love. And if you attract to somebody, you basically can't stop that attraction. You know what I mean? So, yeah, your boy Prince is definitely feeling her. And he's a little happy right now because, yeah, you know, they about to get it popping. Anyway, back in the office, we got Jean LeBlanc, and he's like, hey, a little birdie told me that you guys know about what happened to my brother. And she's like, nah, that we have footage that your brother was here. He's, you know, he loses at poker and all of this and that, but we got footage that he walked out of here fine and clear, right? He walked out, we got the footage and the whole nine, and that's it. You know, he's like, okay, I would like to see that footage. She's like, yeah, that's fine. But before all of that, I want to see, you know, this little birdie that told you what was going on or what he thought was going on. It's like, well, you know, once I see the footage, then we'll handle that. I'll bring him to you. You know, she's like, dead or alive, it don't matter to me. You know, it is what it is, right? So they kind of have a good conversation, but hey, she got footage of him leaving Midnight Blues, and there was nothing wrong with him. So it didn't happen right inside the Midnight Blues. But of course, there are suspicions, right? Like Jean LeBlanc definitely does have his suspicions. They're saying, yeah, you know, Floyd and Marquise. That's what Skunk said. Floyd and Marquise took the body. And again, Jean LeBlanc really doesn't believe. He's like, yo, a mama will lie for their child any day. You know, so Jean LeBlanc says, listen, Prince, Saint, go find Marquise, put some pressure on him. Don't cause no problems. Just ask him some questions. See what he knows. Me and Kendall, we going to go and find Floyd, right? So meanwhile, we got the back of Antoinette, and she is stroking somebody. Who she's stroking? Of course, Marquise is digging it in. He's like, man, you got cracking between your legs. Your man Marquise is wide open, and she's open too, man. It's like, yo, they both just getting it in. It is what it is. This is definitely not a good thing because that's Saint's wife, man. But she's like, yeah, I managed to get away because he didn't think she was going to come back after that whole incident with Saint. She's like, well, Saint is like the right-hand man of Jean. So when he leaves, I'm able to get away and come to you. Meanwhile, Prince and Saint, they looking for Marquise's blue Lamborghini. And of course, Saint is trying to reach his wife. Can't find his wife. He's texting her, calling her. She's not answering the phone because he's busy stroking Marquise. And Marquise is blowing that back out. Again, Prince is on some like, yo, come to the reality, man. Like, yo, your wife is, you know, probably doing some things that she shouldn't be doing. But of course, Saint don't want to hear that. He don't want to believe that. He want to think that she's loyal, but he has an idea. But they do see the blue Lamborghini rolling up to this spot, right? Who was in that blue Lamborghini? Who's driving the blue Lamborghini? Who could it be? It can't be Marquise because Marquise is with Antoinette. So there's a text from Saint and there's a phone call from Curtis. That must be Marquise's phone. And yeah, it's definitely for Marquise. Curtis called Marquise talking about, yeah, yo, you outside? He's like, yeah, I'm outside. He's like, yo, I'm about to get me some coffee. You want something? And Marquise is like, nah. Oh, yeah, give me some water, man. And Curtis is like, yeah, because you dehydrated, right? Curtis know what's going down. He's like, yeah, it's all of that. You know what I mean? So Curtis get out the blue Lamborghini. He going to get some coffee and water. It is what it is, right? But he doesn't know that these guys is about to roll up on the spot. So he goes into the hotel to get all of that. And yeah, now we have Jean LeBlanc slapping up Skunk like, yeah, man, they got footage saying that left the Midnight Blues and he was fine. He's like, yo, man, I'm telling you the truth, man. You know, they must have found him somewhere, but it was Floyd and Marquise that was putting that body in that trunk and a whole nine, you know. He's like, you better not be lying, man. But it seems like you are because I'm going to see that footage, man. If I see that footage and you lying, you done, right? You're dying, period. You know, he just popping him in the mouth with the strap. It is what it is. So it's time for Marquise to go. But it seemed like he don't want to go, man. I think these two are falling in lust. Not in love. I think they falling in lust. You know what I'm saying? She got the cracking between the legs. He definitely stroking and breaking the back out the way it should be done. Obviously, Saint ain't doing his job because he's running around with Jean LeBlanc. And everybody got needs. And yeah, Marquise is fulfilling that need. Even though he shouldn't be with a married woman. Yeah, it seems like she definitely is in love with Marquise. I don't think he in love with her. But he definitely liked her a lot, you know what I mean? He was about to walk out the door, goes back and gives her a deep kiss, and she's smiling and giggly and the whole night. You know how it is. You know how it is when you got the good. You know how it is. Meanwhile, Prince is sitting on Marquise's blue Lamborghini. Of course, Marquise is like, yo, get off my car with your broke ass. He's like, broke ass, man, you coming out of this piss pot place right here, man. I looked up to you, man. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on? You know, you got to this level. He's like, what do you want? What do you want? Yo, we just want to find out what's going on. You know, what do you know about Pierre's death? He's like, I don't know nothing about it, man. I don't know nothing about it. You know, and it is what it is. Like, I need to get off my car. You know, what do y'all really want? What do y'all really want? So he was really pressuring him and trying to find out what's going on. Of course, you know, Jean LeBlanc is like, yo, don't do anything. So Prince is still on the car, flashes his strap. He's like, yo, you think that's going to intimidate me? Meanwhile, Cousin Curtis is coming out the spot, seeing what's going on behind everything, right? So Santa's like, yo, let's go. Prince is like, nah, I want to see him because he said he's going to beat my ass, right? So, yeah, Prince rolls up on Marquise. Marquise backs him up, pushes him away, pulls out Jimmy, the strap, points it at him. Saint pops him in the arm, and here comes Cousin Curtis, pull out the double hammers like, yo, I wouldn't do that if I was you, son. Boy. Yeah, we see Cousin Curtis in action, boy. Bounty Hunter #1, right? So he's like, yo, what's going on? I don't think you want to do that. You all right, cousin? Yeah. Oh, that's your cousin? Yeah. Well, you need to tell your cousin to put the hammers down. Whatever, whatever. We just came to ask you, do you know anything? He's like, I don't know nothing. He's like, all right, well, I'm going to tell Jean LeBlanc you don't know nothing, whatever you just said. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can leave now, right? So Curtis still got the straps out like, yeah, what y'all going to do? So Saint rolls up on Curtis while he got the strap. I'm like, yo, next time you pull a strap out, you better pull it. And Curtis is like, you better pull it. He mocking him. You better pull it. And yeah, Curtis like, yeah, we about to have some fun in New Orleans. You know, Cousin Curtis, man, he ready for whatever, dog. You roll up on the family, it's going down. Love it. Jean is telling Skunk, listen, when we find Floyd, you're going to get out and you're going to share exactly what you shared right in front of Floyd to see if this thing matches up. He's like, I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I could do it. Skunk runs out of the car. I'm surprised they had the doors open, but he gets out of the car and he hightails it out of there. Meanwhile, they popping at him. You know, Jean is popping at him, trying to stop him. The crew tries to go get him and the whole nine, but Skunk gets away like a little skunk, little rat, just gets away. You know, Jean gets a phone call and says, hey, you know, we found out that Eric died. And, you know, we're going to find out what's going on with Todd. He's like, all right, let me know. So he's like, yo, what you want to do? He's like, yo, we need to go find Floyd and see what's going on. So Floyd is on the golf course with Mayor Ron, and they bet $5,000, I guess, that he was going to hit this ball in the hole, whatever the case is. So he's like, yo, have your money ready. Floyd goes ahead and strokes the ball. And then he sees Skunk running across the golf course that throws his ball off in the whole nine. And he's like, yo, you see that? Ron is like, nah, I ain't see nothing, man. I want my $5,000, man. Of course, Floyd is upset. Floyd is mad because, you know, he saw Skunk running across there, da-da-da-da-da. Meanwhile, the Crescent Boys and Jean LeBlanc, they're walking on the bridge and they see Floyd across the bridge. He's like, yeah, you got to be here because Floyd's car is here. So they find him. He gets another phone call, and this lady's like, listen, Eric and Todd is out of here, and it's weird because, you know, Todd was cremated, and it was paid for by the city. He's like, why is that strange? Because it usually wait like a week, you know, for the family to show up and all this and that. It's like something's fishy, so they see Floyd. He tells them to bring Floyd to him. He pulls out the strap, cocks it back. Yeah, it's about to go down. He says, questions need to be answered. So that's the end of the episode, fam. What did you think? Did you watch it? If you did, what did you rate it? All right. Absolutely. We're going to let you know what happens in the next episode, but I'm looking forward to how it's going down. This one definitely turned up a little bit. And you already know, family, keep it locked right here. That's my first reactions. Let me know your thoughts, your theories, and your predictions. All right. If you love this video, like this video, appreciate this video, definitely check out the next one. And until next time, salute.